There's a revolving door in so many of our prisons, and it's got to stop. It's bad for the offenders and their families, and it's especially bad for our economy. We taxpayers pay £40,000 per prisoner per year, and currently there are 83,000 in jail. Half of them will reoffend within 2 years, but that figure falls to 19% when they have a job. But many firms are still resistant to employing an ex-offender. So this film aims to say it's not going to be a gamble. The Corbett Network is a coalition of over 50 decision makers of major rehabilitation charities and organisations, and they've got one aim: to get permanent jobs for ex-offenders.
My role is to provide employers with best practice guidance on recruiting people with criminal records, also policy and operational support where needed, and very importantly, the training for their staff to make informed decisions around recruiting someone with a criminal record. Some employers might be reluctant about recruiting someone with a criminal record for a whole range of reasons, including fears about reputational damage, how they might fit in with other members of staff, or really importantly, they might have concerns about whether they've got the right skills or abilities to fit in for their business.
Tideway knew from the beginning that it really wanted to try and help with getting ex-offenders back into the working population. We decided that we needed to put it into their contracts.
You know, we consider ourselves lucky that we've tapped into such a market that hasn't been saturated. We have pushed and grown our percentage up to 75% due to the reliability.
From a social responsibility point of view, more and more of our customers are actually asking in the tender document, and are we actively, sort of working with any ex-offender organisations. So, that is definitely now part of our, a clear part of our recruitment strategy going forward.
If you think about it, we've at Recycling Lives, we've gone from about an £8 million turnover business 10 years ago, employing 50 to 75 people, to now a £75 million turnover business employing 400 people across the country. Now that's not all because of ex-offenders, but that has helped us grow. So it makes commercial sense to do.
We spoke to 2 companies who used members of the Corbett Network on their journey to hire ex-offenders.
We were persuaded at the beginning, due to the difficulties in trying to recruit employees across a number of our businesses, particularly in the southeast of the UK.
We realised there was an untapped market out there, and we wanted to investigate it further. So our first steps was really to identify an organisation who could help us.
A Fairer Chance works because we guide our employers through the criminal justice system.
The concerns clearly were around, we put people into people's homes and businesses every day. What's the additional potential risk to our customers?
But we risk assess for every job. So we'll sit down with an employer and say, what would you think is your risk? What is your idea of who could be a good fit?
Certainly from an operational perspective, I needed to be very sure that the risk was minimal, if not non-existent. I've got less risk in taking someone on board into the company from this avenue than I have necessarily from a standard advertisement and job interview. I know more about them, and they're supported much better.
Would my clients be okay with me having an ex-offender? Regulation and compliance is paramount in the insurance sector, and my concern was really that would this have an impact, detrimental impact?
There are so many amazing people, whether they're in prison, they've been at risk of going to prison, who we know that if they have a job, that will be the change in their life that's needed both for them and their families.
Key for Life does the risk assessment. They take us through the program. We understand the journey that the applicant has been on.
I studied chemical engineering, and after my chemical engineering degree in the summer, I got into this issue with GBH, was about to be charged. I knew I had to move from my home and my environment to try to get something better in life.
We would not hesitate to take another ex-offender.
What we found is we've got a young professional with an MSc, very hardworking, very intelligent, very good client-facing.
So I recently was involved in interviewing some of the guys that are coming out in the very near future, and I met more talented people there than I meet interviewing regular people that CVs pass my desk.
Robin Corbett said, prison isn't full of bad people, it's full of people who've done bad things, and most of them need a chance to change their lives. Here are 3 companies offering offenders that chance to become job ready before leaving prison.
The key principle of the Charities programme is to give people enough skills that enables their employment. So one of the things that we do on the Charities programme is we don't dumb down. All the language is the language they will approach in the world of work.
The skill sets I've picked up from the Chrysalis programme, which shows me different ways of dealing with different situations as I come across them, will make my transition from prison back into civilian life so much more easier.
We operate across 14 different prisons and we provide paid work for all of those men and women that work with us. We have around 300 serving offenders that turn up to work for us from 9 to 5 every day, and we train them in real work with real experience. They work to targets and they do a fantastic job for us. What we then do for them on return is employ them.
We're stood inside a prison right now. Doesn't look like one. This is one of 12 prison academies that we have. This particular one does computers and TVs. This and the benefits for the partners that we work with are you get really good employees. So people who want to work, want to stay in work and become very loyal to your company. And we've found over the years that men and women who come through the prison programme have risen through the ranks. It's not just entry-level jobs, management jobs, driving jobs, you name it, our men and women have gone into those jobs.
They want to succeed, they want to grow within the company. We've got people ex-offenders who've come in at entry-level positions, and within 12 months they're now supervisors because they have the drive. If we look around us, we're standing today in the heart of HS2.
Yeah, so at the moment I'm on temporary release from the prison, so I get to come to work every day. Believe it or not, I'm actually a supervisor right now. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the future, yeah, I'm happy. I'm relaxed now. I know I'm moving forward.
94% of firms employing ex-offenders say it was a positive experience, mentioning reliability, good performance and work ethic. And ex-offenders tend to stay in the job because they know how difficult it was to get that job in the first place.
The pitfalls that we would have with ex-offenders, we'd have with anybody. But you'd find that working with ex-offenders, we'd have less pitfalls than we would working with the general public. A company had to tick a box and they had 3 ex-offenders. Within 3 months they had 50.
Because actually they want to be here, they feel that this is their opportunity.
Balfour Beatty's, the Costains, the Lango Rocks of this world, they're all out there employing ex-offenders. There's no reason why you shouldn't.
Let's face it, it's about reducing crime at the end of the day. I don't want someone burgling my house and I don't want someone selling drugs to my children. So what we're doing is reducing crime.
If a person has the capability to do a task, judge them on their ability and not on their past.
As an ex-offender, you have a lot more to prove. And for that reason, you'll give it 200% instead of giving it 100%.
We might have done something wrong, but we're willing to change the past, and hopefully other employers will see the same like Recycling Lives does.
Do you know, I know where I want to be, I know what I want to be, and I just want to keep working.
Give us a chance, because we're actually pretty all right people.
So I see my future working for a very long time.
I think I've got a good chance of staying out of prison now because of this.